Around about like 2019, 2020, there was like a shift.
Yeah.
And people got more like
serious.
judgmental.
Yeah, I think it's that whole thing of like people want to
twitchers.
Yeah.
People want to build people up, and then they like when they get to a certain stage, then it all turns, and they're like we actually are going to tear you back down again.
It's like, oh, she did an ad.
Yeah. Oh, she's making money from this now.
Yeah.
She must be brought down. She must be brought down.
Gotta kill her.
Yeah, we just need to bring each other up.
Spike her chip.
I know, yeah.
Spitting her chips.
Spitting her chips.
Spitting her garlic and cheese chips. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
Give her a flathead Guinness.
I think we better start this podcast.
You gave me a flathead Guinness.
You poured that.
That's shocking. It's a can. I asked for a large bottle and he says, I've only cans.
Yeah, we didn't even have cans. You had to get them in special.
We went to the day
From
break.
the day break.
To
Right, I think it is time to start this podcast. Shall we start?
Welcome back to Glow Home, the
You're so
pod
welcome.
where we talk about interiors, beauty, and a bit of life chaos.
Yes, we do. And this week we have a very special guest. We're definitely going to be dialing into more the interiors and the exteriors, because this woman, as we've already mentioned, is a
I'll
beekeeper
put my hand
extraordinaire. Is there a female beekeeper? Or is it just beekeeper?
Beekeeper, yeah.
Beekeeper. Yeah.
Keeper
She's
is
a
the
beekeeper. She's a wild woman. She's
An
feral.
author.
Feral.
She's an author.
An award-winning.
This
author.
week.
Author.
Yeah, I won a little award. I was coming home. I was on. This is very on brand. I was on an island on Thursday with
seen.
puffins.
Sorry, I saw the puffins thing. And do you know what?
Amazing.
The algorithm, that is the second time that Ireland has come up
puffins.
for me in the last week. Do I need to go?
Yeah, but you only have like a month, or else you'll have to go next year because they're going to fly off.
Oh.
So I dragged my two poor friends.
I saw.
So I said to them, I was like, girls, do you want to come like on a little road trip to this island to see puffins?
Off Wexford, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2 hour drive. It's like proper down the end near Rosslare.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, it'd be nice for a day out. They're not nature girlies,
Okay.
Okay.
but they had so much fun. But they were like, we have to get on a dinghy now. So there's a ferry.
No.
No, but you get to put a life jacket on and you look so cool. You look like, you know that guy who he just got, what's his name? He shouts at the people. He brings them up, the tough man, the army man, Ray Goggins.
Oh, sorry.
yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
yes.
Yeah. It's like a bit like that.
Like you're on a
So,
mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, sure, we had picnic bags, freezer bags.
course
We
you
looked
did,
so
yeah.
cute.
Was there
I
drink?
dragged them onto the... No, we actually didn't bring tins to the island because it was 10 o'clock in the morning and we just didn't want to.
10 o'clock in the morning, fair.
No,
If it had been 11,
Yeah.
slightly different.
So we had a little picnic, walked this island, the fern. I'm 4'11". The ferns were the height of me. The girls were like, there was cliff edges. The girls were like, we're having fun, but this is, you know.
This is
We're living on the
wilderness.
edge.
We're in the
Literally on
we're in the
the edge.
wild.
But the
Side.
puffins are, it's like being in a David Attenborough.
Yeah.
documentary.
I
have to say,
love
your
David
content looks
Attenborough.
so
Yeah.
beautiful. Do you shoot all that on your phone or on a camera?
No, you're a camera
I've
queen,
two-
aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a camera queen, but actually because I find iPhones are really good in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So iPhone was iPhone in it that day.
Oh, okay.
But
iPhone
no,
was
I am
iPhone.
sometimes I'll have two cameras with me.
Yeah.
Crazy ass bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, so we should introduce Catherine as Dainty Dress
Diaries.
Dainty Dress. It's a mouthful.
It's a
isn't it?
mouthful.
Dainty
Triple
Dress
D.
Diaries.
Triple D.
The triple D in the house.
Otherwise known as Catherine Carton.
Yes.
Hi
And,
there.
I mean, you do everything.
I
and
feel-
anything, but
I feel,
like,
though-
you have a very specific niche, though, I feel.
But it's really evolved because I feel like I started watching you with DIY. Like it was pure
Yeah.
100% DIY.
It was home. I started back in the days of like Instagram, which just one grid photo.
Yeah,
there was no video,
yeah,
there was
yeah.
no carousel. It was chronological order. It was like 2014.
Yeah.
There was Snapchat for your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then Snapchat was 24 hours and it all changed when Instagram did stories.
Did stories, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
then
then it became the
Snapchat
battle.
died.
And remember, it was Kylie Jenner did a thing being like, oh, the birth of Instagram stories is the death
Yeah.
of Snapchat.
Snapchat.
And it went down in
Yeah.
value by like 3 billion overnight
Yeah.
Imagine
after she
having
said
that
it.
power.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
Snapchat is now just for men to
Send dick pics.
dirty
Yeah.
men. If a guy
Or
is
for
like,
Gen Zs to message each other. That's how they message each
Yeah,
other.
they don't
All
use
the Gen Zs.
WhatsApp.
yeah,
It's weird to me.
weird to me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
If somebody was like,
I
"Oh,
like-
do you have Snapchat?" I'd be like, "No."
You definitely want to send me a dick pic if you're
Ew.
asking me if I have
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing I find about Snapchat weird about Gen Z messaging on it. But like, if you're having a row with your friend and you're like, no, you
It's
said to be here at 12. How do I?
Yeah.
You did say you'd be here at 12.
You can't screenshot receipts.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not?
And upload them to ChatGPT and see if you're correct and they're not. You can't do that.
How you roll?
That's how I roll.
Oh, actually, I've never done that. I'm going to do that.
Don't do that.
Next fight we
the
have.
world is ending and I'll get cancelled for even saying that because all the environmental people be like, I can't believe you're telling ChatGPT that uses so much electricity. If you ask ChatGPT
Stop.
to say
Do you have
so.
people like that giving you shit?
Oh, yeah, of course.
See,
Really?
with every niche comes
With every
a different
niche
set of
there
hate.
is,
Yeah.
I don't get like, I would prefer if someone was like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I
I'd
love
like that too.
directness.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Cool. But I call it concern trolling.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I love your content, but I'm really disappointed you're not drinking from a reusable coffee cup in this video. Literally just seeing 2 seconds of a thing. They don't know you could have one of them Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So I like to call it the
Also,
concern
shut
troll.
up. Like,
Yeah.
shut up.
And yeah, and my cats get awful concern troll.
What?
Oh, I'm really concerned there's a foxglove in your garden because your cats go outside. Like my cats aren't Egyptians
Banabiok?
as well. Yeah. I can't believe you let them outside. That's such an irresponsible thing to do as a cat owner. No, I don't live on the edge of a main road.
No, you don't.
Still, and then
Oh my God,
yeah,
people
all
are
of
just-
those little
I
kind
find
of
it weird.
things.
Yeah, I do find it like what you're saying. With every niche comes something.
With every niche, and
Something.
evening in the gardening where you think it's
I'm
so
surprised at that.
wholesome. Oh no,
I really felt
It's
like
probably
you
very
would have
eco-warrior.
a very like strong love-in situation because your world is like so like wholesome.
No, every niche. Now, granted, it's not as bad as some other niches.
Yeah.
Especially like
Probably hurts more then.
because my content is topic based as well. I'm
Yeah.
not really sharing. Like even if it's a vlog, there's a topic to it. It's
Yeah.
like this is a place we've gone. This is a garden. This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
thing. But yeah, you will get people. I call it concern trolling. I would prefer an outright. That's a see you next Tuesday. Lovely. Because I'm not lying.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 100%.
Someone's correct.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of trying to chip away at your character or projecting idealization.
I do think it's when like people, because you would be the same in that like, okay, you're in this new, which we're going to talk about in a second, this whole like beekeeper era, your beehive
Side
era.
quest.
Yeah.
Side quest.
But
I love a side quest.
It's becoming quite a main quest. I don't think it's a side quest anymore.
No, it's definitely
You've
more
got
focused.
2 beehives, babe. It is not a side
Yeah.
quest.
And I'm on the hunt for a swarm. So if you see any, bring
Stop.
me. I will collect that. Bees are expensive. A box of bees is 200 quid
Sorry, what?
for a box of bees off of beekeeper.
Can you get them in the black market? Like, how much are we
Sorry,
talking?
where do you order bees? Sorry.
You get it through the beekeepers, like through like
Through
WhatsApp
your
groups and
society.
stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dainty came on and said, oh, I have to just update my WhatsApp beekeepers group. I
Yeah.
didn't know this is a thing.
Yeah, no, there's a WhatsApp group and there's
Like,
like
seen a bee today, seen a bee tomorrow.
or like, oh, my queen is not laying. I have queen
Yes,
cells.
queen,
What
let's
do I
go.
do?
No, I have to say, I am
How do I get my queen mated?
I am fascinated by this. So I have been on especially on TikTok, the beehive
I'm not a
algorithm.
TikToker.
So
I don't know.
I think your content would do really well.
I have no time for another short form
you
platform.
don't.
Okay,
No.
so
the thing for me is I got fascinated with the beehive situation through TikTok because I ended up seeing all this content. And it's quite fascinating, I think, because of that whole world of like the fact that you are immersing yourself in bees that most people are like, get away, they're going to sting me. But you guys are like so controlled about how the whole thing happens.
you're calm.
And they are actually really common. And my nephew is 9 and he's after getting into it and he's actually autistic.
Okay.
And I'm like, if he's behaving like me, I'm definitely undiagnosed, but I've also got this. I'm like, me and him are 2 peas in a pod. There's a lot of similarities. So I'm like, I did see that on your social the other day and I was like, oh my God, that is such a lovely thing to do together, but also such a trusting thing to do. As in like for him to completely trust you that you're like, no, if you do it this way, it's completely safe. And you
it's
have
good.
to trust yourself as well, because like I always say to him, if you want to freak out, you can, but walk away and freak out in the corner. Just because like a bee, you have to stay nice and calm and you have to behave the opposite to chaos.
To what you think.
So when you open a beehive, it's chaos and buzzing and you interpret it as being mad. But actually, it's really calming, and they have such order to things.
Yeah.
They're
Really?
very
'Cause
orderly.
I
Yeah.
found-
They all have a job in a hive.
Yeah,
and it's a
I did hear
matriarch.
this.
The guard,
Is it?
the garda bees.
The garda bees.
Yeah.
They're not actually called garda bees. I call them garda bees.
I think I was like, garda bees. Wow. And then I got it.
They're the
I was
ones
like,
with the rifles
they're the
at the front.
protection
yeah,
ones.
so they are called guard bees, but I just say garda bees.
Okay, garda
And
bees.
then the Americans like, what's a garda bee? I'm like, I just can't explain it.
Yeah.
Garda bees, you've nurse bees,
Yeah.
bees that go around looking after the queen and feeding her. You've got ones that clean,
Yeah.
and then you've got the drones, and drones just ride, and that's all they do. I did read that like you need the hive to have drones. They do play a part, but it's like 80% female. Like all those bees foraging on your flower, that's a girl. That's a forager. Another job for the hive is a forager.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what does the queen bee do? Does she just sit there?
No, she actually has the worst job at hive. So
She's to give birth to everyone.
She goes around laying eggs all day, every day, and then they kill her. So I thought a queen.
What?
They would never kill her.
This is why it's so fascinating.
Yeah. So
And when they swarm
queens-
around, remember, I've seen this thing where they
ball her.
they ball her.
They kill her.
Yeah. And like
Fuck
break
her
them
out.
up.
They
Yeah.
fuck the drones. Excuse my language. They fuck the
That's
drones
fine.
out in September time. You see them literally like get the fuck out because they're a drain of resources over winter.
Is that the men?
The men, yeah.
Men are drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Get
are
them
drones.
fucking
Get
out.
them
They're gone. They're
And do they
kicked
all
out.
die?
Yeah, well, a summer bee will only live for 6 weeks. Then their anatomy or something changes. Not their anatomy, but coming into winter,
Yeah.
I'm going to belch because I've got Guinness.
Oh.
Do it. Belch, do it.
Do it.
Do it in the mic. Do it
If
in the
this
mic.
was a large bottle, it would be like
Yeah,
very
beautiful.
gassy.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So coming into winter,
That was
their
very demure.
body slows down.
Yeah.
And they can live for a couple of months. So they overwinter. Their body goes into like kind of like a hibernation state.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
And are wasps the same?
Wasps are bastards.
Oh, yeah, they are bastards.
But they have, so wasps will start stealing honey from the hives. You have to be careful with the hives around August time. They start robbing. Yeah. But wasps
To bring to
do-
another hive?
No, just to eat because they're starving.
Oh.
So wasps, I don't know a lot about them, but only the queen overwinters, I think. But I had a wasp hive in my nest a couple of years ago in the attic, and I couldn't get my Christmas tree out because I had a wasp nest in the attic.
Stop.
So, because I was like, I thought they die.
Yeah, I
and
thought
only
they
the queen
die.
survives. But I had in December like a live hive in
Stop.
the attic. Yeah.
Jesus.
Now, can I ask you, right? Because I remember your journey in your garden and then starting to build the planters. Was it just kind of like an experiment, or did you set out with, I'm going to become
The bee queen.
the bee queen,
No, everything
the garden
leads,
queen? Because you were
No.
very, like, you were so home focused.
Yeah.
And then it
everything
just changed.
leads just on naturally. So
Okay.
like my YouTube is still more home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because I've
Yeah.
seen some bits on it, which I
like-
have for Glow Up or Blow Up.
blow up,
Mm-hmm.
love it. Thursday videos on YouTube are like home themed.
Okay.
And then Sunday, I do a Sunday garden video.
Okay.
Yeah, not every
So
Sunday.
you do
but
two,
And I
two
separate
more or
the
less
content.
2 videos
Yeah.
a week.
yeah.
Wow.
It's a slog.
That's a
and they're
big
like
commitment. Because how long are they?
20 to
20,
30
yeah,
minutes.
25
Sometimes
minutes,
I
yeah.
could have it. If I have it, I'll have a 50-minute vlog. People will want it.
Really?
Yeah. If you have it like even over an hour, people will.
It's
there's an
probably
appetite for
very-
long.
Can I just say, we edited a
Therapeutic.
30-second reel the other day and I was exhausted at the end of it.
And then your laptop, like what people don't see is like the render time on like
Yeah.
Yeah.
a 50-minute
Yeah.
4K video is
You probably
insane.
all know all about that.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
lovely guys know all about it ever.
50-minute video
Yeah.
is insane.
It's so wild.
Yeah.
It's so weird because obviously we have known each other through social for like many years.
Yeah.
And also you are also an ever present part of our house.
Yes.
Because way back when, because one of the things that you like
That's
started
an
doing way back
OG.
when.
This is how I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a little teddy bear
Yeah.
that is made out
I
of...
remember that fabric.
Yeah. Because you made 3 of them
You
for
made
Mark's
3.
Yeah.
other and she went
Yeah.
up afterwards.
So basically you were doing this at the time. It was like your...
It was like my
Just like
side
a little
hustle.
side hustle.
And it was like, was it like 2015, 2016,
2015, I think.
2015?
I think so.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a blanket.
She needs a wash.
That was my
Yeah.
nan's blanket. And my nan had passed away. And basically, Catherine was doing this lovely thing where you could get like materials from like different
Yeah.
things made
It was
into teddy
cushions
bears.
and
Yeah.
memory bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, I have cherished this.
No, it's gone everywhere.
She sits pride of place in our living room and always has.
Always has.
Because obviously my nan lived with us all of our life.
And we have our rosary
she's
beads and all on it.
Yeah. And I'm not really into the rosary beads, but like we have them just because they were hers.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
can
a
I wash
vibe.
her?
Yeah, you can wash
throw her in.
because it's just
Bit
blanket.
dirty.
She is
Put her on like
so lovely.
30 degree
yeah.
or cold.
No, give her a 30 and then just plump her up after.
Yeah.
Give her a little plumping. But yes, Catherine has
She hasn't
played
gone
a very big
flat
part.
either.
No.
Yeah.
To be
she's
fair,
steady.
I don't let anyone fucking touch
No,
her.
she just sits there.
I'm like,
Don't
yeah,
fucking touch her.
don't
Fucking
her.
touch Mary, leave
Yeah.
her alone. Now, every once
how
in a
we
while,
met,
I've had some moments where I've contemplated life, where I've just gone into the room and just sat with the bear and been like, right, what are we going to do here? What's going to happen? What is going to happen? But it's so weird because my nan has had such an interesting part. Like obviously this teddy plays a big part in it, but
Yeah.
also my nan.
I remember that.
Her favorite bird was a robin, and all this week since what happened last week with the people trying to kill us, robins have been showing up in the garden.
Yeah, randomly. And my granddad's symbol is also a robin. So we just feel like our grandparents are saying hello.
Here all the time. But yeah, how lovely. Gorgeous.
That is so
How long ago did you stop doing those?
I was flat to the mat doing bears.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
you
couldn't
were-
take orders at one
no.
side. You were like, no.
No.
And I
like,
was like, hi, do you
Yeah.
want to just do one for me?
it's, people were sneaking like, could you please just like do a bear? Because I obviously had a full-time job.
Yeah.
And like the bears, like I started just doing them for people I knew them
Yeah.
because when I was taking orders, people were kind of taking the piss.
Yeah.
And I wasn't charging enough. It wasn't
Yeah.
sustainable
Yeah.
at all energetically. Because people think, oh, well, I'm giving you the material, but you're putting 4 hours into each bear.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not
like a
easy.
good little
I think you
side
only
mixer at the
charged
time.
25 quid or
Yeah,
something
I
for
was
them.
totally
You were so
undercharging.
good. Like,
And cushions as well.
now cushions are a little bit easier, are they?
They're so much easier.
Yeah.
But still, you're looking at
Oh, no,
like
100%.
an hour.
Yeah.
A bear would probably be 3.
Yeah, like she saw, like that's 10
So-
years and she's still
She's
solid.
Still going strong.
I forget about the bears and then I'll randomly bump into someone. They were like, you did my like Nana's bears. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my
But
God.
isn't that so funny? Because
So-
like such an important part,
But
like
it's
such,
such an
an
important-
emotional
Yeah.
connection to that thing. And it was such an
Yeah.
important thing for people as well. It was such a lovely, the most thoughtful gift ever. Go on,
Yeah.
Penny, get up.
The odd time, oh, Penny.
She's here. She's here.
The odd time I'll come out of retirement, but it will literally be
Like,
something
for
special.
somebody.
Special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
And
come
you
out
should
of
say that for
retirement
something
for-
special as
Even,
well.
you know, it's nice. I was going to say for
Hey,
Christmas,
chicken.
but you know what I mean?
Absolutely not. Maybe you could get a little like workshop going, have some employees doing them. You can start churning them out again.
Do you know what? There's loads of people doing it, but no one has. It's something that like no one has cracked the
No.
market to make it a sustainable kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much energy goes into it as
Yeah.
well.
And also, I do think there's something around that, like when you're giving that material to someone, like it's you,
You have
you are
to
doing it
trust
yourself.
the person.
It's like
Yeah.
you
Do
you
trust
know?
that person,
It's
trust the
something
process.
that I don't think can be
Mass done.
mass
No,
done.
yeah,
it's
fair.
really not.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, you'd want to be doing it purely for the love of doing it.
Yeah.
What is your favorite type of content to do, Catherine? What do you like? What is your heart like?
What fills you?
Where you're like, this is what I would do all day, every day.
Don't say bees. Is it the bees?
No, it's honestly
I really love the bee
No, I
shit,
know.
by the way.
I know.
when I was doing, so when I do books, I'm just at home. I have a camera out. Well, I have 2 cameras out because I have to film it and I also have to photograph it.
Yeah.
Now, it's stressful when you have a deadline for it. But when I'm going around doing a project, so like if it's, you know, I'm doing a woodwork project for
Yeah.
the book and it's for YouTube and it's for everything as well.
Yeah.
And no one's like annoying me and I'm not actually online when I am doing that.
No, you are.
I'm
You're
offline.
really good at boundaries of being
Yeah.
online
You're
and offline.
So good. I'm
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
Oh no, I think it comes from like getting burnt out by it.
yeah,
So when you anyone who has good boundaries is because they've had to
yeah,
good boundaries. Because it's either if something upsets you online, you either do something about it
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
stop moaning.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
have to do that. But sorry, I'm just in love with Penny.
I know.
No.
That's all. If she could just sit with somebody and be cuddled all day long, that's exactly what she wants. Penny is currently just nestled beside Catherine, just
Yeah.
having.
Wants nothing to do with her
Nothing
2
to do.
And I
parents who
can't
feed
have
and look
a
after
doggy
every day.
because my cats would not
I
be
know. I'm
happy.
surprised she hasn't got a bit funny.
My mom had
because-
dogs and cats. 2
Yeah.
dogs, 2 cats.
No, we won't tell that story.
So Penny doesn't get along with cats.
There's an
sadly.
illegal rule. Well, there's not. There's an illegal accusation that Penny.
My mom is trying to say that Penny killed her cat.
Did you?
How could she?
Murdered her.
Did you?
Besides
I
of her.
don't think you could.
I believe there is an eyewitness that says her
Penny.
dog actually gave the fatal blow.
Yeah.
But Penny may have started the fight.
Did you?
I don't believe it.
you're
Penny, that's fake news. I don't believe
fake
it.
news.
That's fake news.
so-
That was someone on a tattle thread said that. That's not true.
Speaking
Penny.
of which,
No,
let's-
I want to ask one thing before we go into
Oh,
that.
hang on. You were saying about the favourite content. I was thinking actually about, because you know someone won the Euro Millions.
yes,
It wasn't.
125 million.
Was it?
250 million, was it not?
Many millions.
A quarter of a billion.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself when I was driving home from like through town today, and I was like, what would you actually do? Like, because you'd still have to have a purpose. Otherwise, you just go mad.
Yeah.
Like just getting up.
That's how you hear
it
people
would get
wanna go
really
mad.
boring
Yeah.
traveling the world after a year
Yeah.
because your pals aren't with
Yeah.
you. You're in work.
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
you get, well, with that amount of money,
You could probably
but
bring them all with you.
Like, shit gets weird then.
Yeah,
so
shit
I was
does get
like,
weird.
I would probably still do what I was doing, but I'd have like a media company. So I'd
Yeah.
hire like a videographer, an
Yeah.
editor,
Yeah.
a thing, and I could really make really lovely BBC quality content.
Yeah.
Stunning.
So I would still probably do what I'm doing. First of all,
Just in a
I wouldn't
different
tell
way.
anybody.
Yeah. No.
No, there would be signs. I'd probably get ducks. If you see me with ducks, be like, "Oh, she has land and she's
She
ducks."
got land. She got a
road
pool.
frontage and some ducks.
Like, something like
People are like, "Oh, I'll have a hot tub." No, Dainty wants ducks.
it'd be like,
Pond
she's-
and ducks.
She's bought land. Something's a bit
Something's
fishy
up.
there. She bought land in Dublin. Oh, yeah, she's won.
She bought the Phoenix Park. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and you can
Entrance fee.
only come in certain hours.
The Dainty Park. Yeah. When you see
So
that
that's what I
rebrand.
would do. Like, I'd still do what I'm doing, but just really scale it to a more polished
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Right, I think it is time to move into our glow up or
Or
blow up. So we are now in our glow up or blow up with none other than Catherine Hutton.
How are
So do you know how this
Do you know
works?
this
No.
works?
Okay, it's really simple.
If we love
Is it a
something,
quick fire?
It's not quick fire.
we need
This
to make
one-
it quick fire.
Because we're 40 minutes in.
We're 45
We've
minutes
just
in.
actually put the world to rights in 40 minutes.
So basically, if it's a topic that you really enjoy, we glow it up.
Okay.
And if it's something that you hate, you can't stand by, you blow it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Let's
you have to
go.
blow it up or blow it up. So a lot of these are home world.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know that I get an opinion. Do I get to have an
You
opinion?
do.
You can.
I'm going to have an
Yeah.
opinion once you guys discuss it.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is chalk paint.
Blow up.
Blow up.
What is
Blow up.
chalk paint? Sorry.
Chalk paint was a massive trend
Yes.
back in 2014, 2015.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, great. I thought you were going to glow this up.
No, I went
Okay.
through my chalk paint phase.
Yeah,
and
French
then,
chic.
Yeah, and then realised how awful it was to remove.
Oh,
and
I've never
oh my God, if you try and remove it. So I am like satin wood all the way. If
Yeah,
you wanna
I
paint
love
something,
satin wood.
Satin wood.
Yeah.
Chalk paint, absolutely not. It's a bastard to
And
remove.
it dries all patchy and shite.
Yeah, it was all
Sure.
about the
She's like,
vintage
yeah.
French feel. I've stripped it
Okay.
and it's a nightmare. Do you know what else I've tried to strip?
What?
I was going to say something
Your
naughty.
body.
Oh.
I tried to strip that pebble spray paint. I got
Oh,
it
yeah.
should be banned
I only use that on a
off
vase.
a kid's kitchen. It was a pebble textured spray
Yeah.
paint. Oh, I had
Wow.
to sandblast this thing.
So you guys could
I love a
literally
sandblaster.
So would
be
I.
speaking another language. I don't know what's happening.
He asks loads of people
But
about
it is-
beauty and I'm like, huh? A primer who?
I don't know much about beauty.
Well, we'll soon find out because it's coming your way in a while, my friend. Sorry, yeah, pebble dashing. Hate that, yeah.
I have that on my house. Dry
I know,
dashing.
yeah.
Is it dry dashing? It's
I
not
know
I
what
think
the fuck
pebble
it is.
dashing.
I was like, why did you look at me?
I know that's something else.
You're like, is it dry dashing? I'm like, well,
it is pebble
as a,
dashing.
I have a pebble
as a
dashing.
foreman of a building site.
But they used to say that when someone goes to
To
the
bathroom.
toilet and they'd be like pebble
destroy
dash.
it.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Pebble dash.
So maybe the front is destroyed. So my next one, right, is
Okay.
topical because I think we're very divided on this
Mm-hmm.
because I've watched a YouTube painting tiles.
Blow. Kill it. No. Stop that. Call the guards. Go to jail. No.
Why?
Can I
Because
just
they're
say,
so easy to pick off with a chisel and retile.
But not if you. Oh, okay.
Remove
I
them.
have something to say here. I actually have an opinion.
Okay.
I actually have an opinion.
Shoot it.
I am with Catherine on this.
Yeah. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
I was in a pub in town many moons ago, and I went to the bathroom, and it was one of them pubs up, like, you know, what's that little cute street across from the George? The Lane. Is it Dame Lane?
Dame Lane, yeah.
Dame Lane, yeah.
I think I was in one of them pubs, and it's like, you know, you have to go downstairs, and the toilet is in like a crypt, and the plumbing smells awful.
Yeah.
Smells a wee always.
I was drunk, and my hand touched the wall.
And the paint came with it.
It was painted tile.
Well, if you weren't going to vomit before then, you were then.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to cleanse my body and paint stripper.
Really?
It's vile.
Oh,
God. I got a physical reaction.
So Paul painted our tiles in our last house. Okay. Right?
Only the kitchen. The backsplash.
Yeah.
And basically, to be fair to Paul, we were at the point where we had done the big renovation of the house and we had no money left. So look, we had no choice. There was no tiler coming in. We couldn't even afford new tiles. So Paul painted them. Now, he had small learnings with it, but also still, the finish, I just don't think is right.
Because I don't think you like the finish either.
I don't like the texture. For me, it's a sensory thing.
Yeah.
And grout you should have the two contrasting.
Yeah.
You should have a shiny tile, or even if it's a matte tile, and then you have your grout.
I think now, looking back, I would try tile a backsplash.
I did a bit of tiling before. Oh, you know what I bought? And it was like, I felt so powerful. A tile cutter, but a wet one.
Okay.
Oh, so you get your tile.
Wet one?
It's a wet one. Because you cut tile where it's wet. So it's,
So it stops it from splintering.
You have to lubricate it or else.
As in, like, there's water on it?
Yeah, water on the blade.
It's like a constant drip.
So it lubricates the blade so it doesn't overheat and crack your tile. Yeah.
Guys, this is a whole new world for me.
I loved it. I felt very powerful doing it.
And did you own it or just hire
I bought
this
it,
thing?
You can hire it too. But I bought this. I was like, this is a business investment. I only used it on that one.
How often?
Nice business expense.
And how often have you used said wet tile cutter?
I only used it there before Christmas, but I want to do my own backsplash. I'm going to take off the tile. Skim it.
I think I will. I'd love to do a project where it wasn't.
I feel like a backsplash is good. It's just the outlets, cutting the outlets.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with no on that, Paul. I think
I'll give you a lens on my wet cutter.
Oh, how will you? I've only painted tiles on a backsplash, and it's worked out pretty well for me.
I think it's a great short-term solution, as in short-term 1 to 2 years to tide you over.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say people in our house now, if they've not changed those tiles, I'd say they're falling apart.
If you use a good primer, it'll probably still go strong.
But I was very naive in the game. I didn't sand the tiles first. It was like our first.
He didn't know.
This is when your
remember, it was all peeling start disaster.
It wasn't peeling to start.
It was. Remember, the bits came all about. He is
tell doing the this truth now for.
Tell the truth. Was there an issue initially? Was there an issue initially?
No, there wasn't.
Then how did we realize we didn't sand the tiles?
Because cutting boards hit certain areas of the tile, and just in certain areas it came off.
I think it's a good short-term solution, but
I did it for my friend's kitchen who they were doing a wedding last year, and it's all still lasted, but they couldn't afford to get a new kitchen at the time.
I think it's great as a budget option,
and especially if you've got nasty old ones.
These were, and actually, do you know what? The tile was great. It was like a porous tile, so fucking ate the paint.
Do you know what's a good alternative?
What?
Vinyl on your tile. So if you want to do a pattern, get out the Cricut machine, cut some vinyl little flowers.
I will. Yeah. I am in support of you getting a Cricut machine.
Okay.
Because there have been times here I've needed shit done.
And
a
Cricut.
For work.
And do you know who's done it to me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Or I have Orla has a Cricut. Orla is so good on the Cricut.
Is she?
And I'm constantly hey, she should start home shit.
Little Cricut side business.
She does custom kids toy bags for parties and all that kind of
that's very what's her name on Netflix? Megan.
Yeah.
Megan.
Did you watch that?
I, out of curiosity and how would you say, I watched it for research purposes.
Okay.
I'd rather just watch Martha Stewart because she's more genuine.
Do you not just think she just kept
I like the house though.
Do you fancy Martha?
It wasn't her house though.
I know, it wasn't her house. Yeah. I love Martha. Martha's like my idol.
She's the OG.
It's because she's gone to prison.
have to say, I have more respect for her. But do you know what I also like about Martha? No, but Martha always had the rough side.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah. And can I just say, Martha,
she'd chew you in your arsehole in a heartbeat. That's why I love her.
Doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. She's like, no. She's like, says it as it is. I fucking love that shit. Okay. She's a boss bitch.
So we're blowing up painting tiles.
Blowing up.
I'm so sorry for anyone.
I think
and that's your sister because she's
learn how to tile. We'll show you.
Yeah, anyway.
We've got a wet towel cutter. It's fine.
Doing your own electrics at home.
Oh, glow it up.
Really?
Glow it up, but be so careful. Don't.
Glow it up, but don't kill yourself.
Evereverone this weekend.
Turn the breaker off.
Can I ask
turn the breaker off?
Disclaimer.
There has been a massive increase in house fires.
I'll be back up on the Claire Brunch show today and she'll be like, so since you were on, house fires have increased.
By 22%.
I think you should be able to change a light fitting and a switch. It's not illegal. It is illegal to do, I think, in the likes of Australia and stuff.
Okay.
There is because someone told me that in the comment section on a YouTube video.
But do you not think there's a reason why it's illegal in those countries?
Because I mean, y'all need a little buzz sometimes, like just a little, like lick your fingers and then see if it's live.
You heard it here first, guys.
My brother is a car mechanic and he got trained in like electric.
Now I have to say your Beetle is still going.
I have that over a decade. Now if I won the lotto, there would be signs because they'd be like, she got rid of the Beetle.
She's in a 2025 Beetle.
Yeah. She's coming to money. Yeah. The electrical on that is always going as well. You press your window this side to go down and the other one goes down. It's like heavy. It has its own like thing. Once the door didn't open and there's only 2 doors. So if I gave someone a lift, they'd have to get in the driver's side and jump over. And I'd be mortified. Or jump in the window or take the roof down. But I think you should be able to change electrics. You should be able to change a plug on something. You should be able to confidently unplug a plug and change the fuse.
Yeah.
But can I tell you, in contrast to that,
10
right?
12
I am 40 years old in February. Yeah. And I have never had the need to do any of those things. Well, yeah, but also like, I just will be fine until I find a solution for that thing.
So Mark's solution would be, this hairdryer doesn't work. I'll just go and buy a new one.
Yeah, I'll buy another one.
I'd like, plug. Maybe change the plug, and if it's dead, yeah. But in fairness to you, it's sadly now cheaper to buy something than it is to repair it. We don't have repair culture. And also, I watch these weird documentaries on YouTube, and it is a big scam because technology, a lot of laptops and phones are built that you cannot open them and repair them.
iPhones are literally programmed when the new iPhone comes out to just die.
So I watched. Now this is my weird kink.
Is this conspiracy theory?
Go on.
No, this is shit I fall asleep to. That's weird. Okay. If you looked at my YouTube watch history, you would be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh my God, sorry, I have something really funny to come to.
I watch people refurbish Game Boys and PlayStation.
I love it.
ASMR. Oh my God. And then when they get it working in the end, and it's all the 1990s, Nintendo, Sega.
And
because
PlayStation.
they're built
and
to be repaired.
Yellow.
And they make them white again.
They make them white again.
They put them in like this bath with these UV lights.
Yeah.
Hook it to my veins.
Can I just tell you, so
I'm with you on that. I really enjoy it.
Search history, before we move on to the next glow up or blow up.
I can't do that now.
So before we go to the next glow up or blow up, speaking of search history,
are you going to want to see my search history?
that I have just seen on social, and I was like, I have to bring this up. So a Dublin newspaper posted an explicit link instead of the triathlon route. Pornhub.
Oh my gosh.
Local journalist.
Yeah,
so
I saw that. I thought it was fake.
In an unexpected pivot to adult content, a local Dublin newspaper promoting the Skerries triathlon accidentally shared an extremely graphic Pornhub link instead of the route map.
What was it on?
For approximately 8 minutes. But the thing is, right, so they shared it on all of their social. Yeah. But did you see what the video was?
No, I didn't.
So the video was, so when you searched it, someone screenshot it and was like, think you've put the wrong link. The title was, I punished my stepsister by impregnating her, and she moaned like a pervert. Like, talk about the worst possible thing
They
to
really
do.
out themselves, that journalist.
Also, why were you saving a link to Pornhfub? Who would do that?
So basically, people were like,
and clear your cache.
People were
Move on.
Move on.
listen,
Forget about it. Feel the shame after.
People were like, oh my God, they like obviously tried to say that it was a hack, but all the comments are
Never.
like, are you actually, it's your last searched item.
I
my
would
God.
rather. So if I was up for interrogation, you could not you couldn't torture that information out of me. You could not torture that out of me.
She's a vault.
I'd die.
Yeah.
She's
But
a
like,
vault.
No.
See you later.
So long. Farewell.
I'm
It's been
done.
good.
Bye.
It's been good. Sorry, I had to when I was like, I saw that before and I was like, oh my God. Can you imagine? And I think it's like a small Dublin newspaper. I don't think it's like a big.
Could you like if
publication.
you're sharing a little affiliate link and you accidentally whack up?
I did it. I did something last week by mistake. But it was actually so stupid.
Sorry, it was very funny.
I was doing an ad, right? And it's it's the thing that happens all the time. You know, when you're
And
doing
those of you who know.
So you're
'Cause
doing
you'll be
400 things at the one time, you know, and you're just like, I was coming back from work. I was under pressure to get this thing up. And also I had like thing. And basically the Tattle Life thing had just come
you
out.
link it?
So basically I linked because I had obviously shared.
he linked,
I shared the link within a personal group on WhatsApp being like, oh my God, the Tattle Life like
is blowing up.
Is blowing up. And then I did my ad and put the link up as the Tattle Life article.
But it wasn't the Tattle Life. It was a
someone
media outlet
an
talking
article.
about it. It was fine. It was fine.
But it was so.
But it was for
I was
10
like,
minutes. It
Imagine
was there.
and like obviously it's an ad. Like people were like
Yeah.
waiting for the link clicks, and I'm like, oh, check out the latest on Tattle Life. Honestly,
So I have two more.
Okay.
Right. Minimalist modern interiors.
Goodbye. See you
Really?
later. No, ew. I want Hyacinth Bouquet's bungalow. Or don't.
But
if I,
do you like if you've seen someone's home, are you like, ugh?
it doesn't wet my whistle. Like
Okay.
it
Yeah.
just doesn't. I'm trying to think. Even if I book a hotel, I won't go into a modern hotel. 'Cause
Really?
it just, I'm paying all that money to be.
so where would
inspired.
like Dublin Hotel?
Yeah,
What's
so
your
what
ultimate?
is your-
or like Ireland Hotel?
I was in Powers Court last week, and I was like, "This is me."
Really?
I could only afford one night, but it was like coving, paneling, striped wallpaper, antiquities. That's me.
Fair.
If I'm paying that money, I'm
Yeah.
not staying
I see
in
that.
this super modern, because that's not my vibe.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same way it's not someone's vibe to stay in a castle. They'd be like,
I'd love a
I want
castle.
a bit-
What
even.
about those that have? Because I think there's the like modern hotel that's like so super sleek
So,
as now.
can I-
What
I-
about the ones that have like personality? The ones who like have like a
Like
point
fun?
of view. Yeah.
yeah, like I was in that. Is it the Pink restaurant? That's
That's a bit overdone though.
I could appreciate the vibe and the environment.
Okay.
But I love looking at mansions for sale on my home. No, I swear I haven't won the Euro
Yeah,
Millions.
yeah.
But I
if you
love
own it,
looking
you
at their
do.
interiors, and it breaks my soul when I see this
People like
period property. They've ripped out the coven.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Restore it. If you're buying something for $1 million, I'm sure you can restore that
Of course.
coven.
Yeah.
I bet you would
yeah.
love Palmerston Estate where we were supposed to get married. That is
Oh,
like
have you ever seen it?
super.
No.
Oh,
it's
you would
beautiful.
actually love it. It's
Yeah.
untouched. Like
Yeah.
untouched. It's a manor.
I want it to
You would
even.
love it.
I want even the carpet to smell. Like
Yeah.
I want the whole vibe.
The carpet doesn't spell now, but it's done. It's done in
It's
like a
beautifully
tweed.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very fitting to. It was like that. What a
was-
venue for.
If we had have gotten married there, it would have been lovely.
been
But
super.
unfortunately,
we didn't.
COVID.
No, I think even when I'm flicking through glossy interior magazines, I flick past the sleek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
Like, bye.
What would you class
I
our
appreciate
house?
a good. Well, your house has personality.
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay.
clearly you two,
Yeah.
and I love that. Like I love.
Not to put you on the spot, but
Imagine
I'm
she was like,
interested.
I actually don't
This
really
is
like.
I'm gonna go and tell now and
Yeah.
say their house is nasty.
That
Nobody
is
wants- I like seeing people's personality. What I hate is when I see things that are like soulless and it's a copy and paste
I want
of
it
what
to
they
feel
think it
lifted.
should. Yeah, like I love seeing all your artwork on the wall and your pink room upstairs and your telephone on the wall. Like it's character and it's got personality.
Yeah.
I don't like show homes.
Yeah.
Like when they're lashing up the houses where I live.
Yeah.
And it's nice to go in for a bit of inspiration because like a designer has done that.
Yeah.
But it's they all have the same kind of colour palette.
Yeah.
I have
They're afraid
so
to
much
mix it up.
appreciation for people who have, like, I think like people, I have so much time for people who have like an eye or have a particular vision. I always say it to Paul all the
People
time.
need to embrace trinkets.
100%.
Collect your magnets. You need an
Is
ornament.
a call out.
Mark hates trinkets.
Everyone needs
Does
to
he?
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I wouldn't
we
mind.
have some like
Here is the
bits
thing.
and bobs.
No, you
I
need a
have
trinket.
lots of time for trinkets. If they are Labubu's and we can put them.
He's into
No, but
Labubus.
here's my point.
My
right?
niece needs a Lubu.
If they
I need
make-
to get a Lubu.
If they make sense to, like, for example, Paul has gotten big into Lego at the moment and he has a load of Lego up in the pink room on
you got the
shelves.
Lego flowers.
I have one Lego flower.
But like there's a space for them where they live and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like little bits of shit all over
Everywhere,
the place.
in
Do you know what
different-
I
Yeah,
mean?
it has to kind of
Have
be.
a home.
Makes sense.
It's gonna
Have an
look-
intention.
Yeah, it's going to look car beauty if it's kind
Yes. Or
Yeah.
else your
Not
whole house has to be
personality.
car booty. Do you know what I mean? Like it needs, you just need to commit to the
especially
bit.
because like we have smaller houses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so your downstairs kind of has to
Makes sense.
complement each other.
Yeah,
You can't have
yeah,
like
yeah.
one
Yeah.
ornament room and then you gotta have to have a little themey.
Do you
Yeah.
like the trinket situation? Do that? You're like, people gotta have trinkets.
fucking
I don't
get
mind
the
trinkets, but I do
trinkets.
think they need to make sense. And we have loads of trinkets. Like,
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
This is a trinket vibe. Do you know what I mean? We
this
have
is
like
quite
loads
trinkety.
of shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But sorry,
Embrace the ornaments.
there was something I was going to say
Yeah.
there that
Bring
was
them back.
hugely
I
important.
have my last one, which
sorry.
is spray painting.
I'm going to say,
Penny.
depending on the context,
Okay.
I think a kitchen should be sprayed.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I am guilty of spraying stuff. So something I will confess to. You hear now.
Oh my
first.
God.
I have a
It's an
confession.
exclusive, listeners. Listen
Yeah.
up.
I remember, and it's one of the reasons why I turned away from like fast DIYs.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't sustainable. So you're trying to be sustainable because you're taking this secondhand item,
Yeah.
but you're wrecking it and it can't actually go to landfill anymore because you've sprayed it or you've done something to it, making it irrecyclable. You can't recycle it now.
Okay. Didn't know that.
And back in like, you know, the 2016, 2017, 2018, it was all about the 5-minute crafts. It probably still
Yeah.
is.
Oh, God.
And
yeah.
like on YouTube, it was the like Poundland hacks, but they call Dollar Tree hacks, they call it in
Oh,
America.
yeah.
And I know that I could do a Dollar Tree video and it'd blow up and I'd make money off it. But I wouldn't, because it's encouraging people to shop from somewhere that's already promoting fast fashion.
Yeah.
And you're taking something that's already poor quality and making it worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I had to pull away from that, because I didn't want to be known for, you're just feeding the beast. It's
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
it's fast fashion or fast interiors or cheap, buy, you're still falling into that trap of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get
So-
that. And I also think like it's an interesting way to look at it, because like I do think there was a time when people were like all going to like vintage shops and finding these gorgeous vintage pieces and then spray painting them vibrant pink and
Yeah.
like making them like fit with like the vibe of their home, which is fine if it's going to stay there forever and be like a feature forever.
Yeah.
But knowing that type of space,
I had
is
a
going to
big
change so much.
realization when some creators at the time had sets, and my mind was blown. So they were
They had
into
actual
Irish
sets?
creators, yeah. So someone said to me, because I was like, "Oh, a brand is after coming to me, but I've no space to do this," and they were like, "Oh, just use a set," and I was like, "What?" So I won't say like obviously who the creator was, but they were
Name
like
them.
huge in the UK.
Name them.
And they had like a kind of warehouse garage shed situation.
Yeah.
And they had like a fake wall in a corner set up, and it looked like their house, and they used that for their brand deals.
Wow.
And my mind was blown, but I was like, that's quite clever because it's your
Yeah.
trade.
Yeah.
But I was like, that encourages, like, if someone sees me doing a room makeover every single week, like I'll refresh the space
Yeah,
and I'll
yeah.
shop from my house
Yeah.
and I'll go car boot sale. But
Yeah.
like I was like, Oh, where do you draw the line?
So
Like-
there's a
Yeah,
family
okay.
in the UK that are big YouTubers that do a daily vlog, right?
Okay.
And basically
Wow.
they have camera set up in a fake house. It's not their house. So they basically go from their actual home,
really?
go to a fake
And go
house
to
that's-
work,
and go to
essentially.
work every day and have a whole setup of all the cameras and all the rooms, all the things. They don't actually live the house you see, and they do it from a. I also get it, like
From,
they do
like,
it from a
from
security
security
point of view.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
loads of elements to it, but like the thing that you see that you consume every day as their real life isn't. Well, it is their real life. They're showing their real life, but they're doing it in a completely setup situation. It's not like their real setup. So like I think that like spans the
Yeah. It's
Woman.
funny when
And
you were
I'm quite
saying that.
naive. I believe what I see.
Yeah,
AI's
so do
gonna
I.
get me.
when you
do I.
when
I'm
you were
like
saying
the
that,
Kardashians, they're telling the truth 100%.
you know
What are you talking
Joanne
about?
Condon.
I love Joanne
I
Condon.
love her.
love her.
And when she was doing her book, she has a corner in her room, like that corner there, and
Yeah.
it's white. And every time because she was doing a furniture book, so she was doing
Yeah, and
upcycle.
her pieces were so colourful
Yeah.
and like
But she would
different
also
design
just
on
paint
it.
that wall, whatever was fitting in with
Yeah.
it, and then would repaint it. So she has like two walls.
But that's
in her
that's
space.
actual production. Like if you
No,
look, go
but
to
like I
a-
thought it was brilliant.
No, it's so good.
it's really clever.
Yeah. And like if you look at like if you go to a professional studio, they're going to put up a different backdrop
Yeah, of
for
course.
everything.
Yeah.
They're gonna,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
also
Yeah.
like we've done a shoot for a creator recently, and we went to a studio and they literally rolled out paint and painted the wall
Yeah.
for every setup. They were like, okay, cool,
And
we're
I
moving
think-
to.
As a consumer of content as well, because obviously we consume it as well as creating it. Like I do be kind of duped into, but you get the comparison. So you're looking at this creator from like a work perspective,
Yeah.
and you see them like, oh gosh, how did I even have space for that? And you're comparing them to that, and they have a full on like studio,
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
and they make it look so effortless and seamless. So
Comparison is the thief
It is,
of
it
joy,
No, it
is.
is.
people.
It is a thief of joy.
it can
You're
be
right.
inspiration, but if you're in the wrong mindset, then it's
It's
spiral.
destructive.
Because
Yeah.
I think in the last little while, I've been like, I'm not doing that much content because our home is grand. Like we
Yeah.
don't need to do anything at
You
the
just
minute.
need to
So
become
I'm,
like a bee influencer now. It's
yeah,
fine.
I
There's
know.
room
Yeah,
for us.
that's all.
But also, going to just say, it's
Ishi
also,
bishi.
it's also, I think you're being
Ishi
really hard on yourself because also you just don't have time. You're busy.
No, I know. Work is
do you know
real
what I mean?
busy.
We also have the full-time
Full-time
job
jobs.
situation thing, which like makes it a little bit harder. Okay, I'm going to jump into a quick fire.
We'll do our last section, which is we'll do your quick fire.
Quick fire we're going to finish on.
Oh,
And
I
it's,
feel like I will take an hour to finish
it's
it.
in a section that you're going to love. It's all about beauty.
I use hand cream on my face for a long time.
I fucking know.
stop.
I fucking
No,
know.
I've stopped that
Which is
now.
why we have this situation. I remember you and Karen being on
Yeah.
a trip at one stage, and there was something in your. First of all, your makeup brushes were causing me
it
massive
was my
anxiety.
benefit eyebrow thing.
Yeah.
It was like a nubbin that was
Caused
left
me
on
actual
it.
anxiety.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm sure
gonna-
that's still floating around.
I sincerely hope
Never
that
throw
it
out a good brush.
Should be
Never.
If you plant that in the garden, it would grow.
It probably would.
Yeah.
because that is.
It will grow with beauty.
It will. Okay, right. You can only pick one:
Okay,
brows or lashes,
brows,
lipstick or gloss,
gloss,
fake tan or natural glow.
natural,
Mm.
tits out,
Tits out. Hair up or hair down?
down,
Always.
Full glam or fresh face?
fresh face.
Skincare splurge or makeup splurge?
Oh, skincare splurge all the time.
Skincare splurge with the hand cream on
Hand
your
cream,
face.
€50 hand cream. Stick it on. That's why I look 12. You're just jealous.
You actually have an age. You have an age.
And I have no Botox. I can do all the facial
I have
expressions.
all the Botox. I need to get a top
You
up.
need to get a top up.
Okay, a pencil. Red lip or nude lip?
Red.
Sheet mask or clay mask? You're like, what the fuck is that?
When I hear clay, I'm like cement DIY.
Like when you're
Sheet
putting
mask.
it on, yeah.
Sheet mask. Cool, I'm down. Beauty blender or brushes?
Fingers.
No, it was a paintbrush. That's what it was. You had a paintbrush. You were doing your makeup with a paintbrush.
Yeah, it was like
I remember.
And I used my
Like an
my
artist
foundation
brush.
I use my foundation brush as a paintbrush because that's really smooth. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
don't then reuse it.
Yeah,
as
top
like
tip.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
reuse it.
Fingers.
Fingers.
Fingers. Okay, cool. One product for the rest of your life. What would it be?
SPF.
But like gives a product.
No, the SPF is a product and it's a very important one. And I stand by that.
I have a tinted SPF. Well, I have like 2, but I kind of like the It Cosmetic one
Yes, love that.
because it's factor 50.
Yeah.
And
A lot of foundations now are
it's really like
bringing through.
coveragey,
Yeah.
chewy.
It's
Yeah.
the It Cosmetic CC cream.
Yes.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Really good. It's an
Shade
OG.
like 002 or something. Like,
00000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it when I see it.
You're getting that natural glow. Can I ask, what is like, if you're going on night out, date night,
Mm-hmm.
right?
What?
Yeah, like maybe date
Fair
night.
point.
Yeah. If a date night was to come about, which we'll
Yeah.
talk about on the bonus app, is what would like I'm getting glam. What's the step in your beauty regime that's like
Just
the one step
just
more?
bring out the heavier paintbrush.
Bring out the roller.
The Dulux paint.
Roller.
Get it out.
Roller. Get the roller
Two
on.
fussy blokes.
2 fussy blokes roller. Get them on.
Yeah. Hairy
And
roller.
do from top to
Deadly, aren't
bottom.
they?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
My nighttime makeup is the same as daytime makeup. I just put on a bit more and I'll go heavier on the eye.
And a red
if
lip.
I'm feeling fancy, I'll put a lash on.
An actual strip lash.
Strip
You
lash.
are.
I even put the glue on the back of my hand like an OG
You are
YouTuber and I
OG.
dip it in and I blow on it, let it go tacky and I stick it on.
Can I just say that's the DIY in you? You're like I know how to use glue.
Yeah.
That's
and
the one thing I can do.
When I come home, you have to pull
Peel those
the
puppies
thing
off.
like I'm
And
blinded.
your eyes
Fucking
coming with it. Yeah.
I'm using like Yoo-hoo glue to get that shit on. Blinded.
Okay,
Yes.
number one favorite product ever, like beauty products that you're like ride or die. Yes, this is like love it.
That's so hard for me because
You don't love it.
no.
Is there like a lippy that you're like, I like that?
Oh, I'm wearing a Clarins lippy.
Clarins.
Oh, this lippy. I don't even know if it's on my face more because there's like Guinness moustache on my lippy.
No, you're fine now.
It's So when I was on Ireland AM,
Yeah.
the makeup girl put this lipstick on me because I'm the sort of girl who does her full face, forgets her lippy, strolls out.
Yeah.
And then obviously the television girl has to make your features. They put the powder on.
Yeah.
And then she's putting like heavy blush and lips. And she put a lipstick on me and I was like, I actually really like that. Oh, it's like Clarins. It's like a number. I don't
Yeah.
think it has a name.
Clarins 742.
Yeah, and
something.
I bought it then in the airport, and the thing, it's in my bag right now. It's like, the shape of your lipstick.
Yeah.
It's like a funny shape going to pan.
It's like
love it.
It's like my mom. My mom eats her lipstick, so it's,
she does.
it's got like a little thing in the
Little
middle, a
point
little
on
V.
top.
A little point.
No,
Yeah.
but my mom eats it, so like it's got
it's
a
like
middle,
this.
so she inserts it into her lips.
Yeah, mine is like that.
Like, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
there? I'm like, Ange, I need
Clarins
to hook you up.
lipstick, or I don't know, like I've never kind of.
Like, is there a mascara that it's like your ride or die? You'll die?
So I love the Merit mascara, but you can't get it in Ireland.
What's Merit?
And I work with them. They're like a American makeup brand. And
I don't even know them.
love their stuff. It's like
How?
clean beauty kind of stuff.
Okay, nice. How
And
about-
it is, but their black lash mascara doesn't transfer. And you know, like
Oh.
sweaty bitch like me, I'm doing DIY.
You're in a
flat
beekeeper
out.
suit. You're in a beekeeper
Flat out.
suit.
Can't have
That's
my
the ultimate
mascara up
test.
here and down here.
No, that queen will be like, no, bitch.
You will
look like a bumblebee.
Goodbye. Okay.
It's stripy.
Is there anything you've ever tried, like any beauty products that you've tried that have been an ultimate fail, like a bad tan
Oh
situation?
yeah, that nail thing that all the influencers were selling on a
14-day manicure.
I think it was that. You have a little lamp.
Yeah.
You stick your hand in.
Yeah.
So I am a recovering nail biter.
Okay.
And I haven't bitten my nails in ages, but they look like little stumpies. But I was getting biab and that stopped me
Yes.
biting.
Okay.
Biab
So I
is
had-
very good for your nails.
So
as well.
good. And I had biab for like 2 years and then I just let them naturally grow out and stuff because I hate the regrowth.
Yeah.
Hate
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And I stopped biting my nails and I was like, oh, nail polish chips so quick, especially with what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought that kit and it wrecked my nails.
Oh,
And then you're because I'm a picker.
yeah. Okay.
Picky
Okay.
It's not good for
You're a picky
That's-
nail
bitch.
bite.
No.
Excuse me, I'm white burping with my goodness. It's not good for the nail biters and the pickies.
You heard it here first,
And
kids.
I was like, this is a scam. I can't say
This
that,
is a
but
scam.
I felt like, I wasted my money
Raging.
on this.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I gave it away because my friend loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I think they're.
My friend
I think
loved
it
it.
hits some
It depends
people
on the
builds
nail
your shell
person.
with it.
You're too manual though. You do
Yeah,
so
I'm
much
too manual.
manual.
So
Too hardcore.
I gave it
Too
to my friend
hardcore.
and I was like, here you go.
You probably need a hardcore shellac.
I need
You just
acrylics.
need,
Yeah.
you need someone to take control of that situation. Sorry,
'em
can
on.
I just I very much enjoyed that.
such
I feel like there's another half hour in us. But we'll
we have a
to stop.
bonus.
Okay, we have bonus
We have a
episodes still
bonus.
to come.
Is
so
the
just
bonus
wait.
going to be like, we're going to talk like
We can do the
Well, are you
direct-
spill
ready?
the tea?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Well, yeah,
talk
if you want.
exclusively
Yeah.
about dicks for
Willies.
Big willies.
Well, we actually might be. We have our bonus episode coming up with the lovely Kat the Carton. So please do join us. We're going to be talking about her
Willies.
dating, red flags and green flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
any
cannot
stories
wait.
you want to
Yeah.
tell us?
And all the
I
stories.
could write a book.
That'll be the next book. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on the next one. Please follow us on Spotify. Give us a rating.
Do all those things
Do
for
all
the
those things.
competition
5
that Mark's
stars.
doing.
5 stars.
Comments.
And also, come check us
Subscribe.
out on YouTube because
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Catherine
Yeah.
is the queen of YouTube and our episodes
Yeah.
are up
Come on
there.
over.
Come on over to my place. Right, see you
Okay,
guys. Bye.